10 a.m. to noon tomorrow at the funeral home. Funeral services for Hoyt Jackson, age 80 of Coleman, are incomplete and will be announced later by Moss Service Funeral Home. Mr. Jackson passed away yesterday. Funeral services for Ethan Lewis Fathead Doss, 2 years and 8 months of age, of Coleman, will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Gary Harville officiating, burial in Mount Zion Cemetery in Blount County. Moss Service is directing. Blanche LaRue Cole passed away Friday at Tulane Hospital in New Orleans, Louisiana. A visitation will be held at Moss Service Funeral Home here in Coleman at 6 p.m. on Thursday, followed by a rosary at 7:30 p.m. A Requiem Mass will be held at 10 a.m. on Friday at Sacred Heart Catholic Church. That will be followed by the rite of commitment and interment in Sacred Heart Cemetery. Funeral services for Gerald D. Smith, age 79 of Coleman, will be Thursday at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel, burial in Oak Level Cemetery. Moss Service is directing. Mr. Smith passed away yesterday. Visitation will be 6 to 9 p.m. Tomorrow night at the funeral home. Funeral services for Billy Warren Federer, age 71 of Crane Hill, will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Dr. Jeff Steele and Reverend Steve Bryan officiating. Burial in Oak Level Cemetery. Moss Service is directing. Funeral services for Vicki Irene Pugh, age 47 of Hanceville, will be at 2 p.m. today at Hanceville Funeral Home Chapel. Interment in Center Hill Cemetery. Hanceville Funeral Home directing. Ms. Pugh passed away on Saturday. Funeral services for Thomas Alton Rice, age 71 of Coleman, will be at 11 a.m. today at Hanceville Funeral Home Chapel. Bill Hall officiating. Interment in Coleman City Cemetery. Mr. Rice passed away on Sunday. Funeral services for Audrey Leon Hyde of Vinemont will be at 3 p.m. tomorrow at Coleman Heritage Funeral Home Chapel. Mr. Hyde passed away at Coleman Regional Medical Center. No services for Stephen Eugene Davis, 81 of Vinemont, are planned at this time. Coleman Heritage is directing and assisting the family. Mr. Davis passed away on Saturday. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hanceville Funeral Home.
And good morning, good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing well if it quit raining.
I know.
It rained all night last night. The wind pushed the rain against my door, and so I felt like someone was at the door all night, so I couldn't sleep.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, not good then, huh?
No. So
okay.
Let's go ahead and check the weather and see if it's going to stop anytime soon today. Our weather is brought to you by Mitch Chevrolet, located on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. Let's take a look at our weather almanac for today. The average high is 61 degrees. That's up a degree from last time I looked at the almanac. And the average low is 34 degrees. It's steadily climbing. The record high back in this date in 1977 was 79 degrees. The record low was a record 10 degrees. The sunset today will be at 5:41 and the sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:18. Let's take a look at that radar picture and see if we have anything coming our direction. And looks like maybe just a little bit. Up north is going to get more than
They're
just some
getting that
snow and
yeah.
Georgia and South Carolina.
But it looks like it's clear after that.
Goodness gracious.
You know? Looks real clear after that. So
sure
that's a
does.
good thing.
But it looks like our area is going to be very clear today, sort of. It's cloudy and very windy, so people are going to hear like people are at their door, but it's not really, with a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. The high near 51. Tonight will be cloudy, breezy with a low near 35. Tomorrow morning will be partly sunny, windy again with a high near 50. Thursday, high around 47. You know, I heard that today and tomorrow, I believe, we're supposed to have the straight line winds.
Oh.
So it's just something that I read on the internet. Friday, it's going to have that slight chance of rain. Again, it's just going to keep going.
Goodness.
43 on Friday, Saturday 36, Sunday 37, Monday 49.
Chance of snow showers on Saturday. When I looked at the forecast Sunday, it said clear over the weekend.
I told you it was a suggestion.
Yeah, that's right.
Everything in the weather is just a suggestion.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
who knows?
Well, and I was going to ask, you have a suggestion.
Oh,
what is
yes.
this on your
I have
left
really
hand?
big news today.
You do?
I've been really excited, and it happened like this morning.
Okay.
I found my ring that I've been missing for 2 weeks.
Oh, goodness. Well,
I
good
did.
for you. But you have it on the wrong hand. Why do you have it on your left hand? You're not married. Are you? Did you get married secretly over the night that I didn't know about?
My right finger is just too fat for it to go on, so it has to go on the left one.
Well, that's being honest, isn't it?
I can put it on my pinky on my right hand, but that's about as far as it's going to go.
But then you're going to lose it again for
Yeah.
sure, huh?
Well, speaking of being married, coming to Coleman is going to be the Coleman Bridal Show, and that's going to take place on March 10th. It's going to be in the Magookan Civic Center, and that's going to be from 1 to 5. They'll have the fashion show, but at 3:30 is going to be the fashion show. That makes more sense.
I don't know what that 1 to 5 is.
Who knows?
Okay.
The entrance fee is going to be $7 cash at the door, and you can also go visit the AlabamaEventGroup.com to go see more information about the Coleman Bridal Show. They're going to have businesses and bridal specialists throughout Alabama. They're going to get together under one roof. You can go see dresses, tuxedo, photographer, caterers. If you're looking to have a wedding this season, this is going to be the place where you need to go. And luckily, if you want to go, we've got a couple of tickets to give away later on during the show.
Yes, we do.
So pay attention. We'll have a lot more information throughout the next coming weeks.
Yeah.
Just kind of keeping up information as to what's going to happen at the Civic Center.
This is a great event for brides and their moms, and it's a fun event. You know, just go and browse around and get some good ideas and stuff, and meet some people that might be doing some of the catering and photography and so forth for your wedding. So, great opportunity, and it is a big, big event.
Yeah, because it's, if you can and you can afford it, to have a lot of people, especially local businesses, if you can have that exposure to your wedding, it makes it a whole different event. Whole different event.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we have our Facebook friend that we need
Yes,
to
we
acknowledge
do.
today, and that's Brenda Speakman. And isn't she a pretty blonde? She likes the Rachel Ray Show, and she likes reading. So very good for Miss Brenda. And if you want to be a friend, all you have to do is just friend us on Facebook, Channel 2, spell out the number 2, Coleman.
Just
And
add
be a
us on
friend.
Facebook.
That's right. We'll put your picture up there.
Well, who is going to be our guest for today? I have a feeling that you know just exactly who she is.
I do. Miss Betty Witten is here today, and she is a resident at Westminster Assisted Living, and I thought it might be nice to visit with her and find out why she decided to go there and if she likes it or not. And she actually is, she's been there. I think she was one of the original people that moved in at Westminster. So we're going to visit with her today. And then George is here, of course, with the news and all this updates and stuff like that. So,
knows?
and we've got all kinds of wonderful prizes today.
Yes,
so
we
you
do.
need to be paying attention and call in.
Really easy question for today.
Good.
So
Okay.
pay attention.
Good.
We'll be right back after these commercials.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Westminster residents enjoy the benefits of a highly trained staff for personal care services, including bathing and dressing, medication management, and a state-of-the-art medical alert system. Each apartment is equipped with high-speed internet access, a flat-screen TV, full bath with grab bars and seated showers, plus kitchenettes, microwave, and refrigerator. Westminster Assisted Living. Come live with us.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Time for news and comment. We're experiencing some audio problems at Channel 2, so hopefully that will be cleared up and we'll be able to go back up in regular by the end of the show, or certainly our re-airing of our program tonight at 6. Maybe they'll have things going back then. Nonetheless, the Alabama Park Recreation and Park Association has announced that the Rock the South event that they held last year was the event of the year. So there was a tremendous amount of participation, a lot of good bands, and good for that, and good for those folks. If you were going down through Dodge City yesterday, you probably saw the smoke, and you might not have known what it was, but a tractor trailer caught fire at the Petro truck stop. And I don't know why. The driver was inside the store at the time, and then that sparked another fire. EMA, hazmat teams, still with it, trying to let things burn out and figure out what sparked that fire. It's a sad story that happened on County Road 747 Saturday. A 2-year-old, we had his obituary in the news this morning. A 2-year-old child died Sunday after being injured in a single vehicle accident. That was on Saturday, the event was, but he was held and lifted out, but he passed away. It's sad all the way around. The Cullman City Schools are recruiting, as we mentioned yesterday, police officers, retired police officers to be specific, to man the schools so that we have more security. Apparently, there have been several who've been interviewed, and they're each, I guess the superintendent is the one, along with the 5 principals, are doing the interviews with these 10 candidates, retired police officers, and that's their way of taking care of this threat, and that's good. There's so many schools in the county system, though, it'd be impractical. 26 separate schools, and the sheriff's office doesn't have that big a budget. You know, we have a school resource officer assigned to these schools, but they don't stay at one school all day. They move around, and as a result, that's a good step forward, but don't know what the answer is going to be in the future. There are several bills circulating through the Alabama legislature now that some counties and some law enforcement officials not happy with, and that's the one of allowing free rights to carry a weapon. They think that may be too much of a threat. For example, making it easier to obtain a weapon. And so the Etowah delegation, legislative delegation, is taking that matter to the people and to the legislature, saying we don't want you to go down that far. Rather, we don't want you to create an easy access to buying a weapon that would cause us problems, and maybe so. CBS 42 saw the headline on their news website, CBS Channel 42, saying they want to tell you why your gas prices vary from place to place. Like we didn't know, right? In 1997, I went to
a hearing, went to and sat in a courtroom. Mr. George Bryant used to own a small station on 278. He had an independent station. And he was saying that there were certain individuals controlling prices of gas in Coleman. He said basically they had to conform if he was going to be selling gas. I'll listen to that, sat 2 or 3 days, and listen to how these people buy their gasoline. They all get it basically from the same people, right, down Mobile. But what they do to the gas is add different additives, and they charge different prices. But anyway, CBS 42, I kind of laughed at the headline because it didn't really explain anything. It said, good old competition. Now, it's more to it than that. And I think we all know that. Why is the gas so much cheaper when we go past the Coleman County line north, huh? There was even a time whenever Dodge City had the lowest price back in the 90s. Whenever you were going to work in Birmingham, Dodge City had a good price, but no longer. The 21-member GOP steering committee in Alabama upset with Senator Shelby's decision to back Hagel, Secretary of Defense nominee. Hagel may dress like a Republican, sound like a Republican, but he's not one, apparently, not by the standards that we in Alabama hold dear and true to our heart. Also, a 14-year-old Dylan Moses. Kid is so good at playing football that both Saban and LSU want him. 14-year-old. They want to get him early. They want to get him started. They're courting him, trying to get him to play for them, right? Isn't that something when you're 14 years old, it's going to be enough to get through school. But then you got the pressure of having to respond to these two powerful coaches, So what are you going to do? And let's see, CNN's reporting this year's flu vaccine was less effective than they had previously thought for elderly folks over 65. See, less effective. Of course, it did well in the younger group, but I didn't think it did too well for the older folks. And according to TV Critic, apparently MSNBC's hiring of ex-Obama officials, okay, this is MSNBC we're talking about, so I'll go ahead and tell you anyway. Apparently, they've decided to put many of them on the staff, former Obama supporters and such. Hardball's Chris Matthews offered his services to Hillary Clinton during one episode, along with those of MSNBC contributors Howard Feynman and Joan Walsh. And what does Matthews say? He says, well, if you're watching, Madam Secretary, talking about Hillary, if you're watching, all three of us have brilliant ideas. All of us have great ideas. And I especially put myself in that group with Joan and David. We know how to do this. We'll get you in there. Well, you can't say a whole lot about it because they surely did a good job the last time around, didn't they? Oh, well, stay tuned. More Today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Coleman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
And welcome back. We are having some technical difficulties, but By the time it plays tonight, we'll be fine.
Yes, that's right.
But just for safety's sake, we're going to go ahead and do the merchant ads for today, just so you can pay attention for the ads for tomorrow. So let's go ahead and look at the merchant ads for today. We're going to start off with People Tires, where they have daily specials, where today's special is going to be ladies get a tire rotation half off. I need a tire rotation, but I'm not a lady and I won't get half off. But if you are, go to People's Tires on Catherine Street.
I'll take your car in for you.
Okay.
Sorelli, where spring blooms with colors of Sorelli at Doug Doggett Jewelers. Of course, they have new arrivals, and they are just a great selection of Sorelli.
And Deb's Bookstore, where they're just down the road, or your hometown bookstore if you're looking for any kind of book. Go visit Deb. She can find it for you, where they have half price off every day on used books, and new books are 20% off.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, it's the Reader's Choice Award winner for men's clothing. Remember Prom 2013, and he has a great selection of formal wear, and it's a trusted source at Mr. Hicks Menswear.
And Tires for Less is more than just tires. With the winter season fixing to turn to spring, go get your engine checked up at Tires for Less, where they do minor engine repair, oil changes, shocks, and brakes.
Barnett Tax Service, it's that time of the year, and Elna Barnett has been serving Coleman for now 41 years. No appointment is necessary. You could just walk in. She's at 402 Main Avenue Southwest, just 1 block north of the post office.
And Finders Keepers, it's a different store every day. If you're looking for a place to sell your antiques, or if you want to go buy some antiques, go visit Finders Keepers. You can join their list of local vendors today if you have furniture, collectibles, or home decor.
And the uniform place is featuring Landau, which is made better. They have a new breathable, comfortable, and durable fabric. It's the Smart Stretch at Uniform Place, 300 2nd Avenue Southeast.
And the crew at Earl's Body Shop reminds you to move over for emergency vehicles. Large and small towing available, and local and long distance. If you need someone towed, call Earl's Body Shop and they'll fix you right out.
And Cups Accounting and Tax Service, where they do quality service at reasonable rate. Check with Cups before you pay too much. They appreciate your business at Cups, and they're right next to Sticks and Stuff on Highway 31.
And Inspire the Heart. This is, of course, Heart Month. And if you need music, novels, Maibo tablets, and gifts, go visit Yates Chance Christian Bookstore, where they've been located in the South Coleman Shopping Center for years and years and years. And that's a look at our merchant ads. Let's go ahead and take a look at our second set. Although we don't have a question for today, we will have one tomorrow.
Yep.
So pay attention to those ads, and we'll go ahead and go through them right now, starting with Autotech, where they do foreign and domestic repair and service. See David Methman at their new location in 1945 County Road 1354 beside the Ridgemont Community Church.
And Blizzard of the Month is a choco-covered strawberry. What better for the month of February? Sweet strawberries blended with rich chocolate chunks and creamy vanilla soft serve.
And Mullins Body Shop, where you've counted on them for over 50 years and for auto body repair and towing, and you can count on them today. Contact Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim. Mullins Body Shop.
Barnett Tax Service, tax returns, electronic filing, and bookkeeping services, including the W-2s and the 1099s. Elna does it all. She, of course, can do direct deposit, debit card, pick your refund up at the office, whatever you want. She can have it ready for you.
And the difference is not when you open our bottle, it's when you open our door. This is, of course, Borden Family Pharmacy, where they provide immunizations for flu, pneumonia, meningitis, shingles, and whooping cough. They're a good neighbor pharmacy.
And Bernard's Gallery and Gifts. And, of course, they have a great selection of jewelry. They have a great selection of prints and gifts and even some clothing. And they do a fantastic job of framing. Bernard's Gallery.
And Night Free Insurance, where they've been providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations. Go see Westcott for all your insurance needs, where they're one of the top 10 growth agencies in the state of Alabama.
Medical Arts Apothecary is a trusted part of your family for 50 years now, making a difference every day, caring for you and about your family on the corner 1 block south of the Coleman Courthouse.
And fitness opportunities are available at the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center, where they have aerobic classes, the indoor leisure pool, the Whirlpool Spa. What a great time to go get in that spa tub.
Yeah, Baldwin Counseling Center, and Dr. Howard Rogers is the man you need to call. 256-737-3087 to schedule an appointment to go see him, to talk to him about any kind of individual problems you might have.
And that is a look at our merchant ads. Again, we apologize for the audio difficulties we were having this morning, but pay attention. Tomorrow we will ask a question about one of those ads and give away some prizes.
Yes,
maybe some more than we would have today. Who knows?
That's right. Might add these prizes onto those.
Who knows? Well, let's take a look at our birthday. Who celebrates a birthday on the 26th of February?
Well,
no birthdays for today.
Okay.
I think it was Johnny Cash's birthday today.
Really?
I think it was.
Wow.
So,
How about that?
Happy birthday, Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right. Well, we will be right back with a visit with a special guest right after these words.
In the nation, we can't make every annoying thing disappear, but we can eliminate deductibles. Nationwide insurance members who add Vanishing Deductible get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Join the nation where deductibles go.
Nationwide is on your side.
Selling cookies is about
the big picture. You have to have a goal. A big goal. Something you and your team want to do in the world. We choose where the money goes. A trip. An adventure. Helping people out.
Helping a lot of people out.
And about the money.
We are responsible for it.
Handling it, managing it, tracking it, doing great things with it.
This is business.
Girl business.
The biggest girl-run business
in the world.
Did you think this was just about cookies?
And welcome back. We're going to have a visit with Miss Betty Whitten. Welcome to the program, Betty.
Thank you.
And I believe that you know her on a personal level, in a way.
Well, I do, because she is a resident at Westminster. Of course, now I'm the marketing director there and everything. But, you know, Betty is also, I think Betty knows everybody in Coleman. Everybody that comes into Westminster says, oh, yeah, I know Miss Betty. So,
as I told her, my reputation does precede me.
Yes, yes, it does, Miss Betty. And you've been there. You were one of the original residents at Westminster, weren't you?
The first day it was open, I moved in.
What made you decide to do that?
Well, actually, my cardiologist decided for me. He thought it would be good if I didn't drive anymore. So I had to be somewhere where they would take me where I needed to go. That was the main thing. The other thing, I always thought that if I ever was going to go to a facility, I wanted to do it while I still had my right mind, so that I could tell my kids what I wanted to do instead of them saying to me, you are going to do this.
Yes, yes.
And it was a wonderful, it's just marvelous for me. It's just what I need. So.
I think a lot of people don't want to give up their home. They don't want to give up, I keep saying, their stuff, okay? And so they wait too late. Do you feel like that, Betty? Do you think
so?
Well,
I felt like I did it at a really, really good time. My house sold immediately. Put it on the market on Friday, and I think we got a contract the next week.
Wow.
And the thing was, the man that bought it didn't need to move right away, so I got to live there until Westminster opened, so I didn't have to move twice. That was such a thoughtful thing for him to do. But my daughter, that looks after me, so to speak, lives in Fairhope. My son and daughter-in-law live here, and I have never wanted my children to be responsible for me. So this was a really, really good thing for me. And I love not having the electric bill and the gas bill and this bill and that bill coming in. You pay a certain amount and it includes all of that. All your meals and the laundry and to clean your room, and it's just wonderful for me.
So the way I look at it is, all you have to do is worry about having fun.
That's exactly right. And I'm the winner of all the games down there. They'll tell you different. They'll tell you different.
Don't believe them.
But I'm keeping a journal on who's won when.
Okay.
She knows.
Yes, and I keep saying we need more residents to give you some competition. That's what we need. But you enjoy it, don't you?
Oh, I love it. I really,
What is something that you really do like about it? I mean, what's the thing that stands out in your mind the most that you just really...
You just have friends around you all the time. You don't have to wait for someone to come to see you. All you have to do is walk outside your door and say, let's play Scrabble. Dominoes are on the table. You know, let's do this and do that. And our activities director, of course, I've never been in this situation before, but she's got to be way up there.
She is Kimberly Allred.
She keeps us busy, and she's such a pleasure. And she takes us to our doctor's appointments. And in fact, I have to be at the dentist at 1 and to the doctor at 2:30 today, but she will make sure that I'm there.
Right. So she keeps tabs on all that.
Oh, yes.
Because your daughter lives in Fairhope, she can't take you.
No.
Your son's got some issues. He can't always come take you. So it's nice to know that there's somebody there that you could depend on.
Right. Absolutely. We have a wonderful library that's just becoming really, really stocked well. In our chapel, we have Bible study group every Wednesday morning at 7. And, you know, it's just, for me, it's just ideal.
In some places you hear horror stories about the staff that works in the place, in the facility. Do you have any complaints about the staff?
No, I just tell them what to do.
Oh,
well, you know,
so you are the shots.
Well, and you know, it really is. I mean, that's what we're there for, is to cater to our residents.
Okay, so it's not one of those things where they tell you what to do.
No, I mean, really, between Miss Betty and Miss Dean Jacobs, they keep us in line. I do have to tell you that. And they are the queen bees. But seriously, I mean, we are there to help them, to make their life easier.
Right.
That's what we're there for. And so we have personal care assistants that help you with things.
Right. Absolutely. So far, I don't need any help with bathing or that sort of thing, but several of the ladies on my hall do, and they're there for them to help do all of that.
Now, here's the important question: is the food good?
I was going to.
Oh my word! You would not believe how good. Now, at first, you know, everybody had to get situated, and I had to tell them this one's got to go and that one's got to go, and we're going to get so and so.
So from day one, you've just been calling the shots.
Oh, yeah, she has.
Not really. Now, don't get the wrong idea. Not really. But we have wonderful, wonderful food. I mean, 3 meals a day. I've never been used to that. I always ate a big lunch and then a light supper. Light supper consists of pork chops, pinto beans, fried potatoes.
A bowl of cereal is my supper.
That's what I need to be doing too.
But otherwise, if you had a word of advice to anybody, because we're just about out of time, what would you tell them?
Come on now, before it's an emergency situation, because you always think you can live at home. When I moved to the condo that I was in, I thought I would never move again, but I've always been so healthy, I never dreamed that I might have a health problem that would change that situation.
Right.
But I'm human, and I did.
Yeah, and we're so glad to have you.
Well, thank you.
We are. Thank you for coming on the program for
Thank
today.
you.
And we'll be right back with some community billboards right after these words.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. to feel it, to be in it, to be upon it, and to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Now let's take a look at our community billboards brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Coleman County Republican Women present dinner with Lee Davis. It's a radio personality on 101.1 out of Birmingham. Friday, March the 8th at 6 p.m. located at The Point, which is in the First Baptist Church. Tickets are $20 and available at Pam Willingham's shop around the corner and must be purchased in advance. Dinner fundraiser sponsored by Child Development Center is going to be Friday, March the 1st from 4 to 7:30. The Child Development Center on Highway 31. The dinner does include a jumbo loaded potato with choice of toppings and a drink, and also baked goods sale. All proceeds benefit the center. And Coleman MS Walk will take place on Saturday, March the 9th at Heritage Park. Check-in is at 8 a.m. The walk begins at 10. Rain or shine, come out and support people living with MS in Alabama and fund research to find a cure for this chronic disease. And if you have a community billboard you want to send us, you can email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com. You can fax it to 256-734-7680 or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman. Spell out the number 2.
And let's take a look at our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. Today's forecast will be cloudy, very windy with a 30% chance of showers if you can't already tell. With a high near 51. Tonight going to be cloudy with a low near 35. And tomorrow a high around 50, partly sunny and windy. So again, want to plug one of the events that's coming up. If you know anyone that is planning any sort of wedding or in need of some kind of event planning, pay attention for what's coming up on March the 10th. We're going to have the Coleman Bridal Show located in the Coleman Civic Center. A lot of vendors around Coleman, people in Birmingham are going to come up, I believe, are going to come up. That is going to be from 1 to 5. And the fashion show starts at 3:30. And pay attention during the week. We'll be giving away tickets to that event. We again do want to mention that we were having audio problems during the beginning of the show. However, if you can tell, the audio is fixed. But we will be replaying the show tonight at 6 o'clock. Right now. Oh, we're going to replay the show shortly. Right after the show today, we're going to just go ahead and kind of revamp.
Okay.
If anybody missed anything. So. Right. Well, who's going to be our guest for tomorrow?
Dr. Mira Varquez is going to be here to talk to us about Heart Month. February is Heart Month, and she is a cardiologist, and so what better person to have than her? So that's who we're going to visit with tomorrow.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for joining with us today.
Hope you have a great day.